Hello everyone, thank you for opening up this email and for turning on this video. I want to talk to you, I've run through this once. I think it's going to take about 8 minutes, and I'd appreciate it if you would stick with me right till the end. What's this about? If you heard the announcements in worship on Sunday, you might have heard an announcement that a year to date, the congregation is running $9,000 behind in its offering. And that is what I wanted to speak about. I want to talk about this with you kind of like, as a church family to talk about this. So I want to make this video informative. A lot of times people are quite unclear about how giving and how generosity works at a church. They lack information. I hope you'll have more information at the end of this. So let's do it this way. We have about 150 people worshiping between our three services on a weekend. Let's say that, a lot of those people are married, there's couples and stuff. So let's say, for the sake of round numbers and easy math, there's 100 giving families giving units. Can I put it that way? Okay. If every one of those families gave $10 per week, that would be 100 families, $10, that'd be $1,000 a week. That would be $52,000 for the church a year. At that level, we would have to close our church and join with another congregation. We'd have to dismiss all our staff, and I'd have to go part-time. That's what that would mean, okay? Our budget is, in fact, just over $500,000 a year. People don't know that. Now you know that. Okay, so then, wow, how do we make that budget? Now, this is a very important piece of information. Everything for that budget comes through the offering plate on a Sunday or a Saturday night. Everything. Or the people also give electronically. If they don't actually put money in the plate, they give electronically. That's it. That's where it comes from. So there is no other source of money. The soup pot we rattle for various causes, the money for that, that's extra budget, and it goes to special causes being, this is what the soup pot is for. It's going to Haiti this month or whatever it is. What about our denomination? Our denomination must be sending us money? Oh, absolutely not. They send us nothing. On the contrary, we send them money so that they can do their things. They send us nothing. All the money for the budget comes from the weekly offering and from the weekly offering alone. Now, that's going to surprise some people, and they're going to be wondering, how can that be? Well, in one way. There are people here that believe they've been blessed by God, and in response, they give generously. That's how it happens. So yeah, in fact, there have to be a lot of people who are giving a lot more than $10 a week. Now, I'm going to tell you, I don't know what people give, but I'm going to tell you what Carol and I do, okay? Our decision, and it's been a decision we made years and years ago, is to give 10% of our income. Okay? The Bible calls that a tithe. You ever heard the word tithe? That's what it means. It means giving 10% of your income. That's what we do. So let me do some math with you to show how that works. If we gave $10 a week, then we would be giving 10 times 52, $520 a year. And if that was 10% of our income, then our income would be $5,200 a year. Of course, our income is not $5,200 a year. If we gave $100 a week, then we'd be giving $5,200 a year. And if that was 10%, then we'd be making $52,000 a year. But like most families, I think, on Long Island, Carol and I, our combined income is more than $52,000 a year, and we give 10% of what we actually make. God has blessed us, and we find this tithing, this 10%, a very acceptable, actually a happy way to live. We're blessed. We can hardly explain it, okay? Now, I'm telling you this because I think we need real information, and somebody needs to speak up about what giving actually looks like. So that's what I'm attempting to do here. What does giving actually look like? Now, I'm anticipating questions. I think somebody's going to ask, $500,000? How can a church budget be that large? Let me tell you something that happens on a regular basis. we have elections and new people come onto the church council. When they're on church council, they get into it. The budget, line item by line item, there's hundreds of line items, looking at all these line items, and you often hear people say this, I had no idea what it takes to actually run a church until I got on council and got into the details. So I'm not going to go through hundreds of line items, but let me just give you a few examples of things, which when you hear them, you're going to go, obviously a church has that, but in fact, I didn't really think about it till the pastor mentioned it in a video. Stuff like what? Snow plowing. Just to get into the building, we have to plow the snow. That's $5,300 a year. $5,300, we have a contract. Liability insurance. It's $20,400 a year. We're actually grateful it got down to that. After Superstorm Sandy for a while, we couldn't get insurance. We had to pay $39,000 a year. It was killing us. But anyway, we got it down again. Thank you, God. But it's still a lot of money. The cleaning crew, just to have the place cleaned. Now, we don't have a janitorial service. Too much money. We're trying to always save money. We hire young people from our congregation. We pay the minimum wage. That's $15 an hour in New York. And the total to keep that place neat and tidy and clean is $23,000 a year, okay? I could go on, right? But we have more than one building. We have the office building, we have the church building, the parish hall, the parsonage. These are all old buildings, and you know what that means. There's repairs and stuff, and there's heat, and there's light, and air conditioning. Everyone loves that. It all costs. On and on I could go. You get the idea? Yeah, of course, the big items on the budget, the big items are the staff. We have a full-time pastor, moi, my salary plus medical and retirement benefits. We have an organist, an office manager, a part-time director of Young Family Ministries, a part-time bookkeeper, a part-time youth leader, and a part-time electronic media person. A person, that records videos and records the worship services and gets them out. We pay someone to do that. Now, the budget is not a secret. It's not a secret. You can get one, you can go over it line by line if you'd like to do that. And we'd love to have somebody say, hey, I see on the budget this, I know how I can save you $3,000 a year on office copy paper. You got something like that? We'd love to hear. We're always looking for stuff like that to save money on the budget. All right. That was information. What am I asking? I'm asking you to consider expressing your faith in God through how you give. To express your faith in God through how you give. If you believe that God has been generous to you in your past, amazing grace has got you so far, and that he can be trusted for your future, then express that thanks and that faith in how you give. That's what I'm asking. And I've got a challenge for you. Try tithing. Try tithing. Never, ever tried it out before? Take it out for a test drive till the end of the year. Just till the end of the year. Test drive it till then, okay? Figure out your income between now and the 31st of December and try tithing it. Try giving 10% of that and see what happens. I'm smiling because I know good things are going to happen. See what happens. See if you experience the shortage that you dread, or if rather than that, God does not somehow bless you. And in fact, supply and enable you to be generous like he is. You're his child. If he doesn't equip you to imitate him. Faith gets stronger as you exercise it. Give tithing a try. Give it a try. Malachi 3 verse 10 says this: bring the full tithe into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house. And thereby, God says, put me to the test. He says, put me to the test. If it will not open the windows of heaven for you and pour down for you a blessing until there is no more need. Okay. Now, if you're not there, if you just haven't got the faith to give like that at this point in your life, okay, you're on a journey. We're all on a faith journey. You're on a journey too. But I do want to encourage you to do this. You're on a journey. Take a step forward on your journey of giving and faith, okay? And in fact, please take 2 steps. The first one is this. Take a step up from what you're giving now. Just take a step. I'm not going to tell you how big a step. Just take a step up from what you're giving now. If it's less than $10 a week, then move past that. Move past $10. If you're given $30, move up from there. But everybody, take a step forward. And the second step I'm urging is that you would give regularly, like every single week. Faithfully provide your offering, whether or not you can make it to worship that week. Now, to do that, you'll have to give electronically. That's how Carol and I do it. We give electronically. Actually, lots of people do. To do that, you'll have to go to our website, stjlc.com. If you search around, you'll easily find our giving page, and it tells you how to sign up, and you can sign up for automatic weekly giving. It's a breeze, okay? I urge you to do that. I need to end this video, but I want you to know I actually feel happy and confident giving you this message. Know why? Because you are not going to be able to outgive God. There's no way. He's gonna help you. You are his child, and you're going to be blessed by your Father to be generous as he is. So there we go. If I don't see you, have a very happy Thanksgiving. God bless.